shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Brady now to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
Brady's throw there complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And that's a good catch there for a first down by Antonio Brown. And in his career, at one point, he had 6 straight seasons over 100 catches. Not putting up those types of numbers now, but continues to be a favorite of Tom Brady, who recruited him originally to New England and most recently to Tampa.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Brady on the bootleg. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for 26 and a...
How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On play action, now Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady.
They'll drop this off for Bernard.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Shotgun now for Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Succop's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down and 7.
Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott there to make the grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That catch good for only a couple. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Play action. Now it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a play fake. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8-yard. To the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Succop for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Brent Urban there to get him down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. On play action, now Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 44, Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On first down, Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Brady's throw there complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
They'll drop this off for Bernard.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. Now Brady again. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's got Mason complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He completes it to Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And a catch right side by Evans. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Brady going to look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 19-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.